Hello, everybody. Welcome to a different episode of Cup of Eggnog. Today, it is just Mickey and I. Say hello. I was gonna say. We got a couple things we're gonna talk about today. It's gonna be a little bit different because just the two of us. We got some stupid shit.
Fair.
We got some stupid shit for you guys. First and foremost, Mickey, what is the hottest food you've ever had?
This was back whenever I was a little kid. Me and my sister, really idiotic. Ghost pepper chili,
Been there.
and it lit us up because one, at the time, I did not like spicy food. My sister talked me into doing it,
Nice.
and this is where we get the statement of I have irritable bowel syndrome from. I was in the bathroom for 4 hours.
Yeah, that'll do it.
How about you?
Spiciest food I had. Saying Thai food is a bitch move, but it's number two on my list. Number one was when I was younger. My family had all these spices and whatnot. And are we still recording? Yeah, we're still recording. What what happened was we had this ghost pepper powder, and it was Carolina Reaper mixed in too. It was a mix. It was a blend of like pepper, if that makes sense, like how black pepper is in a little grinder.
Hmm?
And my uncle Josh, he's like, hey, he calls me faggot. Like that's his nickname for me, which isn't really acceptable in public, but it's whatever. He just turns and goes, hey faggot, put your finger in this. I'm like, what do you want? He goes, lick your finger, put it in this. So, okay, fine. So I shut up. I know how that sentence sounds, but yeah. Anyways, so I like lick my pinky and I stick it into the pepper, and I just called it good, and immediately regretted it. It pretty like legit. I went inside, and to be honest, I thought chugging a bottle of Jack Daniels would be easier than getting rid of the spice.
Jesus.
That's what I went and did. 10 years old. Ran inside. Screw this. I'd rather have this burn. And chug half the bottle.
That equates to death, my friend.
I doubled it. Went over, and since I was 10, I just threw up everything. I thought that would get rid of it. And then I drank milk. And then I was fine.
Is this why you have the addiction to milk?
No.
Oh, I know that reason.
No, I have the addiction. And it's not an addiction. Screw you. I just like milk. I just straight up like milk. Like, not even anything weird. I've always liked it when I was
No,
younger.
you're just straight up a milkaholic.
No, I'm just saying. Like, there's literally no other reason aside from I just like it.
You drank 4 gallons while you were here.
To be fair, I also went and bought my own quarts. That way I didn't drink all of the gallon in one day.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain.
Like, I had 2 quarts a day, and then we bought 4 gallons over the 2 weeks I was there. So, like, 14 days of, it's about...
My mom's mom. I'll tell you right now, my mom is scared to give you ice cream,
Why?
milk based.
I actually don't eat ice cream a lot. Like, my grandmother
Well,
has it upstairs. I don't eat it a lot. Like, I like it when it's hot out, and I like it like when it's relaxed or whatever. I don't eat it every single night. I used to. I don't. That shit. Yeah, no. But yeah, I was gonna say, we were gonna talk a little bit about Smite too, if you don't care.
I'm down.
Bet. So
As long as you don't mind me drinking my Arizabana tea.
I don't give a shit, dude. I'm about to go upstairs and get me a glass of milk and cookies.
But you're not addicted to milk.
It's milk and cookies. Don't act like your fat ass won't like some milk and cookies.
I like the cookies.
You don't like milk?
I believe it or not, I do not like milk and cookies. Not together.
Why not?
I don't know. I've never liked like the whole aspect of a cold beverage with cookies. I can do hot chocolate and cookies, stuff like that.
Hmm.
For the longest time, I had a big addiction to these things that my mother would get called breakfast cookies. I would
Oh,
drink like three breakfast cookies and then a coffee in the morning.
hmm.
Be set for the rest of the day. That could get me an hour of sleep, maybe last that to the end of school.
I
Things
like
with a bomb.
since I was a kid, my grandmother would always have a jar. She'd always have a cookie jar that's full, right? And I liked milk, so it's a perfect fit, right? And I learned that holding like the regular like chocolate chip cookies into milk falls apart pretty easily. So what you do is you dunk half of it and hold it, and then pull it up straight, and then just put it right in your mouth. Like you just
I've
vertical, or you keep it vertical the entire time. Just dunk that shit like an Oreo,
now
but you eat it.
now you want to talk to someone about milk and cookies? Go talk to my cousin, Gabriel. Dude,
I'm sorry. I don't care how fat your cousin is. I would out eat cookies and milk with him.
oh no, he's that kind of guy. He's not competitive about anything. He'd straight up just sit there and eat cookies and milk with you. He don't care.
Dude, I do have a trick for you
I'm the
though.
competitive one of eating.
I do have a trick for you though. If you ever eat Oreos and milk, which knowing you probably won't,
I-
use a fork.
no, big difference. I do eat Oreos and milk.
Yeah, those are cookies, dumbass.
Well then, yeah, that's the only kind of cookie I think I eat with milk.
Okay, then use a fork, stab a little bit of the frosting, and then dunk the shit and hold it there, and then eat it like soup
Really?
or like spaghetti, or probably the better description. Yeah, straight up.
Mm. Never would have guessed that.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you learned pretty quickly when you were down here. I didn't eat a single cookie with milk.
I never actually noticed that, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't. I can't stand to put them together. That's why, like, if
Well,
I'm ever eating cookies, I wait like 5 minutes before I take a drink of my drink. I can't stand to have a cookie with something else in my mouth.
what if you do like you take a bite of the cookie and then you take a sip, and you take a bite of the cookie and you take a sip?
I've tried that and I just don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I tried something really weird once because I was an idiot, and it was I was in high school where I'm in high school. We have this weird flavoring called Boom Boom sauce. It's actually really amazing. You can go talk to Landon about it. It is sweet and spicy. It's amazing. And all my friends dared me because they knew I like spicy stuff to try one of the school's uh cookies, which were like almost half baked. They were still really flimsy and almost like doughy, but you could eat them. And they were like, try that with Boom Boom sauce. That is one of the biggest mistakes I had ever made because the moment it hit my tongue, I threw up. I could not eat that for the life
That's
of me.
that's slightly unpleasant. Only slightly.
No, but Boom Boom sauce on everything else was good. The pizza, fries, anything you could think of. Great.
Hmm.
But on the cookies, God. Just like I can't drink strawberry
That's
milk because I'll throw up.
really.
Yeah. Like if you do like strawberry syrup, I can't drink it. Strawberry
Huh.
powder, I can drink it. But strawberry syrup, can't drink it.
Weird.
I throw a fit over it. Cause my body go, no, this not normal for us. We go die now. I remember back in middle school, dude, I laid up in the bed for 3 days because I had powder or the strawberry syrup milk. Hated it.
Something wrong with you, Mick.
I know it. But it's like I'm selective about the way I like stuff, and I cannot stand change.
I feel that. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out why you won't have this and this and this and this and this. Like, it's good.
Yeah, certain things may be good. I don't know why. Like a big thing with me, I have never, and I believe I can say this very willingly. I have never salted broccoli.
Oh, I don't even. No, you're good. I don't do that either.
I've done cheese on broccoli. I've done peppered broccoli, steamed peppered broccoli. Name the combo, anything except for salt.
Hmm.
Like I've got a whole bunch of different things that I just do not like on my food. Like a little factoid is I don't like steak at all.
Yeah, I almost punched you for that one. I'm sorry.
I don't like steak. My sister, now you go talk to my sister. She's the one who adores steak. I do not like steak.
Hmm. Well, then I guess I'm gonna be good friends with your sister. Fucking weirdo.
Well, I mean, like, and I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I straight up don't like steak.
Nah, I'm just screwing with you, dude. To each their own, my guy. Like I'm not mad. I'm just messing with you.
I know, I know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna shoot you when I get down this.
You bet.
What?
Huh?
Why'd you say bet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You okay, Mick?
Hmm? Oh yeah, I got tea. Don't worry about it.
That's not what I asked.
Well, no, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Okay.
I never answered mentally or physically, but yeah, I'm
I
fine.
was gonna say that's slightly concerning, ass hat. Oh my god. The fuck?
I'm sorry,
You
Jake.
touched in the head, all right. You straight up touched. God damn. I'm over here making a
You're over there
diamond.
making hoodies.
Yeah, I'm over here making diamond versions of the hoodies that we have now.
You got to make them all match color schemes.
I am it's silver, white, and teal.
But yeah, no. Why do you think I don't wear? Why do you think I don't wear pants? I wear shorts like all the time. I cannot wear pants. I wear shorts.
That's
If
just
I
you,
don't wear
dude.
shorts, I feel uncomfortable.
That's just you.
I, you know what's bad?
What?
My parents think it's weird whenever I wear shorts and a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, yeah. I give Caleb the same shit because he does the exact same thing.
They're like, it's totally counteractive. I'm saying my arms get cold, my legs stay cold. What you want?
Okay.
Mm.
I don't know. It's weird. Dude, I was melting like a bitch, and I mean melting.
Okay, Mr. Snowman. Ice boy.
No, like straight up, I couldn't. I was having issues in work. Like that was
You
the
just
main.
don't like the heat.
I don't. Like it's not even you like, oh my arms are cold. No, like I don't like it. I can't. Like I start melting. It's stupid. Yeah, I know it's.
Something that my parents hate about me is that I don't get like all of me won't get cold. It's like only my fingers and my toes. My palm of my hand never gets cold. The base of my foot, my entire foot never gets cold. Nothing about me will ever get cold except for like my toes and my fingies.
Hmm.
Yes, I called them fingies. Leave me alone.
I don't care. Not my problem.
I'm eating chicken nuggies right now.
I'm trying to figure out how I can put Wielder of Excalibur on here.
Wilder up top in the turn. You know, like how do I say this? You know how words can sometimes like be like curved,
Yeah.
like curve it and make it say Wilder, and
Yeah.
in the center of the curve put word put of a picture and then Excalibur.
Hmm. The other thing I got to worry about is um they can't they have no idea what I'm talking about. The other thing I got to worry about is oh, I think I just found it, Mick.
Nice.
Yeah. You do Wielder of Excalibur, but it's all in of Excalibur. Yeah. Fun fact, you know Excalibur is actually just French for good sword?
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Excalibur was pretty much just, oh yeah, that just means he like this
He's
little.
got a good sword.
Yeah, it's also like a bastardized name of Califush or something like that from the original tales that are in fuck, what's it called? Welsh?
Real quick, before this leaves my mind, did you hear about Microsoft? What they're planning on doing?
No, what's up?
They made an offer to Discord.
Oh, what was the
I
offer?
believe that they are buying Discord from the owner.
Oh, cool. Who's the owner? Discord.
I don't know I don't know his name. I wish I did. And me and Dio, we were talking about it earlier, and he's like, they're probably not gonna make it exclusive, but that just means we're gonna get better party chat audio and everything.
Hmm.
I mean, I just think Sony's falling behind, dude.
I don't care. It's a win-win scenario.
Yeah, because you're coming off of the PlayStation and you're getting on the Xbox train.
Well, it's not about
Ooh.
jumping trains. It's literally just getting the best of both worlds. Like I grew up with PlayStation. I love PlayStation. They have amazing games. It's where I first learned how to play video games and shit. And then going to Xbox is like, oh yeah, it's easier to play with my friends because that's all they have because they're broke bitches and can't afford Sony.
Yes, that's the reason why it's also getting
Oh.
better platforms and stuff. Probably why Bethesda, got bought out by Microsoft.
You know that was funny. Leave me alone. Uh,
I didn't know it's true what I said.
I know. I'm not denying it. That's why I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, God, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna put my screen name on this one because screw it. That's why. Just out of spite because I never want Isaiah to get this skin. Yeah, that's a funny thing that I haven't actually talked about on Discord yet, or not Discord on this thing yet. Is because yeah, we Isaiah's popped in here a few times on the podcast, but we never actually talked about one of the main things that was like going on for months.
It was big for these two. They were having like a competition of who could get more worshippers in the game Smite. Of who could get more worshippers on one singular character named Arthur.
We've already talked about Arthur in the on this podcast already. That's why I'm like, yeah, well, yeah. We've already talked about it. We already talked about Arthur before.
Yeah, I know.
Um, I think one of the funniest things was okay. So what initially happened was, but when Isaiah first started playing Arthur, which he loves with a passion, and I don't hate him for anything like that. Everybody has a favorite character, and Arthur is one of his. However, Mickey was the first one to get a rank on Arthur. Like he was the first, well, he was the first one out of my personal friend group that got a rank 10 Arthur. And he came out, I think, January 17th, 2018, 2019, 2019,
28.
2019, because 2018 is when Pele and Baron was released.
Oh yeah, because we had the beach update. Yeah.
Yes, you had the beach update.
But I do want to say something
Shoot.
before you continue with that. Both of these two people know a little factoid, and that is that neither are powerful enough to beat me. The
Shut
original Trifle is the best,
up. Shut
and
up.
you know this.
Shut up.
That's what you
Um,
get for playing. This is what you get for trying.
hey, I'm doing damn good already. Leave me alone.
But you still only get 2 kills out of the 19 you need to win a duel against me.
Dude, I've only beaten you in a duel twice, and one of those was because I got a lucky pick.
Facts.
Straight up.
The other one was because I kept trying to be dumb and trying to win by stupidity means. I tried to kill you with auto attacks as an ability based character.
Mm-hmm.
You need to kill myself for that one.
You did.
I pretty much did, yeah. And I mean, now that you mention it, yeah, I got myself killed on that one.
But anyways, Mickey was the first King Arthur that was Diamond because he liked his playstyle, and then once he got him Diamond, he's like, okay, cool, let me go down my list and keep going. He kind of just left him there, and we can agree he just left him there. But I got him to rank 7 around Christmas of 2019, right? I've been playing him since about a month after he came out, and I was just having fun. Like, I was like, yeah, cool. And I got him the 20-1. Actually, it was 20-0, but it gave me the 20-1 award because it doesn't have a 20-0. I got a quadra out of that game, too, I believe. I got a recording of it on the page. But, Mick, you still there? Mickey?
Yep.
Okay, I was going to say you just got quiet.
No, I'm just listening in.
Well, what happened then was Isaiah started picking him up more. And Chancellor invited me and Mickey to play, and we're like, okay, cool. So we jump in a game, and Isaiah instantly snags Arthur. I'm like, what is this shit? Like, the immediate shock of, what the frick is this? And I don't know if you remember that, dude, but it was around Christmas. Like, it was the 23rd or something. It was really close to it.
I remember it because back whenever Arthur came out, Chancellor, of course, wanted to keep making the joke of Mickey was Arthur from the name Johnson apparently being of English descent. I don't believe that because it's son of John, which then translates into an Irish meaning of son of God. But and he kept making the joke of Arthur has a May 24th birthday. You're totally descent. I'm like, no, I'm not. Maybe, I don't know. I could care less.
May 20. What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, apparently he says that Arthur's birthday was May 24th, which is the same day as my birthday. He said, we're gonna go on a flight to England, you're gonna pick up Excalibur. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really not.
Nice.
I pick up the rock that it's on. How about that?
Well played. Well played.
He who wields Excalibur and Mickey over here just picking up the rock. Got it.
Yeah.
But I remember it because of that. I remember that because it was hilarious. To what the fuck? That's all I heard.
Yeah, it was pretty much just, what the fucking... And Isaiah's like, what? What was your problem? Like, yeah, Arthur's mine. And that's where it all went downhill from there. It was like, yeah, it kind of just went to shit from that point. But yeah, from there, it just kind of went downhill. And what ended up happening was I stopped playing for months. Like, I just said, all right, I got Arthur rank 10, and then I just kind of let it be, and then I stopped playing for a while because I thought, yeah, I got other stuff to do. Like, I got robotics, I've got grandmother to take care of. Why not? Let's just mess around. And I let it be from there. I didn't bother with it. I just kept going on with my merry self. And then about 4 months after that, I got a call from Isaiah saying, hey, I'm the better Arthur. Like, he just saying shit like, I'm better Arthur. Like, I've gotten this many worshippers on ahead of you. Like, he had a good 500 ahead of me. Straight up. Like, I'm not going to pretend. He had a good lead on me then. But...
Keyword being then.
I'm not sorry at all. I hope you know that right now. Anyways. So, God, where was that? You threw me off. Oh, yeah. He had a good 450 some worshipper lead on me, and I was like, okay, cool, he's picking it up. This is good for him. And then I was saying shit like, oh yeah, you don't want this smoke, I'm the best Arthur of our friend group, don't come at me. And then I got my ass handed to me. Like, I mean, royally handed to me. 3 games back to back to back. I'm like, oh shit. All right.
Little fact, Isaiah at that time was actually able to 1v1 me with Arthur, but he could never actually manage to beat me because he didn't have as much game knowledge. And apparently
Mm,
he wanted to fight me
he,
against Isaiah. How many times have we Arthur 1v1?
yes.
I don't know.
Just,
Because I know you beat me one time in the middle,
which part are you
I
talking
think.
about?
During our Arthur 1v1s, when we just kept on doing them to get better.
Oh yeah, the practice, 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 beat the shit out of each other, yada yada yada.
Yeah, just try to learn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember my streak against you, but I know I'm on a 7-win streak against Isaiah. I think
I think you got me by like 30 or some shit.
probably,
It's up there. But
most definitely.
yeah, slightly frustrating. Only slightly. Don't know what you mean. But anyways, what happened next was I humbled the fuck up right there. Like straight up, I was like, all right, cool, he beat me. All right, I'll let it be. He's got the title for now, and I let it go. I was like, all right, this is it. I don't need to worry about it. I'll just get his ass back later. And I decided to do it in worshippers because that was one thing that he wasn't good at. Accumulating is a nice way to describe it. What he would do is he'd play for a bit and then dip, play for a bit and then dip, and then yeah. And I told him, I said, fine, you might beat me in a 1v1. Like, since I hadn't played in 3 months, you might beat me in a 1v1. Come back when you have 2,000 worshippers. Because that's one of the main things is he was trying to beat me on worshippers, and when he did, he called me. And he beat my ass. And I will admit that because it was factual and he did good. Like, that was the thing I wasn't mad about, was that he actually beat me. You can't be mad at it. It's literally just, hey, you did exactly what I told you to do. Good on you. Like, is that wrong? To just be like, yeah, cool. Good on you, man.
I mean, I don't. No, I'm gonna leave that one up to like the comments about this. I can't answer your question.
It's literally just like saying, all right, you got it. And then that was one of the things he was like, oh, yeah. And then he started rubbing it in my face. I'm like, you're a little shit talker, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, the bad part being is that 2 weeks later,
Oh, yeah.
Jacob comes up and pretty much just says, try me right now."
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. I showed no mercy. We got into a fight again. I don't remember if this was before or after. I believe it was before. Either way, there was a fight that Chancellor, myself, and Isaac, along with Isaiah, was involved in. And it was Isaac was Geb, Isaiah was Arthur, and then Chancellor was playing Merlin, and I was Arthur. And we just decided, okay, let's watch the Beyblades duke it out. Isaac kept shielding Isaiah, and I was going right through the shield, but I kept feeding him because the shield is what would kill me in the end, because I'd use my abilities and not be able to deal enough damage. But when I killed Isaac and set him on a minute cooldown, Isaiah was already at level 20. Like, he was already maxed out in the game. I was level 15. When I killed the guy that was helping him, he couldn't beat me. That was the crazy part, was the fact, and Chancellor can attest to this because he was there. It was literally, here, as soon as I get rid of the buddy that's literally giving you a shield for, like, what, max health, whatever it was. I can't remember.
The shield is takes percentage off of max health damage and also gives more shield depending on how much power you have. Pretty much all he did was he was handing Isaiah an extra 30% health.
And I threw it right back in his face. Because as soon as the shield was down, he couldn't do anything about it, and
Yep.
because he didn't build enough protections. Because at the time, he built Glad Shield and Void Shield, which is pretty much, oh yeah, I have cooldown, I I have a little bit of healing, and I'm going to get rid of your protections. I had same thing, but I didn't have void. I had mystical mail on, so no matter how much he was hitting me, it was the fact that he was still taking damage, or not closer. The closer he was to me, basically, like if he was in a little bit of range, he was taking damage from me, and he didn't do any magical proc, so the magical damage was like a little bit of a tick every time he was fighting me. And I
To be
had,
exact, it's 30 damage. It's 30 damage every 2 seconds.
yeah. At this point, we didn't have Stone of Gaia, so that doesn't count in this story. But yeah, we were having a hell of a time, and Chancellor was so confused. He's like, "How are you beating him? How are you beating him?" At this point, I had figured out that I could change some of my abilities. I didn't know how to combo all of them like Mickey showed me later when we were fighting each other, but I figured it out pretty quickly from there. I think what I did is Arthur's three. I already talked a little bit about it. Is hamstring and then uppercut, and then if you or not hamstring, twin cleave and then uppercut. If you swap it out, like if you do twin cleave first, which you remove 70 or 7% of their protections, you turn back and uppercut him. It does 15% more damage because of it, plus the 7% damage or protection reduction, whatever. Basically, nerd shit, and I'd hit him harder. He would do it the reversed way. It was, let me uppercut you and then get rid of your protections and then Beyblade. I'm like, that's not working. Let me get rid of your protections, then me uppercut you, and then let me Beyblade.
Right. The big difference, though, is that Isaiah didn't just do that because it was like, oh, yeah, let me just take away our protections. No, Isaiah did it because, in his eyes, that uppercut guarantees at least one hit of it, and that thing can hit twice. Well, when Jay does it, it's RNG if both hits hit you. Isaiah does it to secure it and then give it to some other ability. The problem being is that the uppercut makes the most use out of it. Without the uppercut, then you have no burst damage against that. So in the end, Jacob's getting more damage out of it on the usual, while
Yeah.
Isaiah is barely making use of the actual uppercut itself.
It was fun, but um, I ended up beating him. But what ended up happening was there was a surrender involved, and it was slightly irritating. But regardless, for a while, Chancellor kept saying that Jacob was the best Arthur. But anyways, going forward, the competition then was just worshippers. It was who can play Arthur more and who can get more worshippers. And for a while, Isaiah had me by 500, and then Landon and I, or no, sorry, Mickey and I grinded to get me to 3,000.
Yes, we did.
We got, so the way that Smite works, for those who have no idea what we're talking about or just are so confused at this point, it works off of, instead of experience, it works off of a quote unquote worshiper system. It's basically here. Every game,
Experience based on the played character.
yeah, it's the best way to describe it pretty much is, oh yeah, you play this character. Instead of calling it actual XP points for a character, we're just going to call it worshippers because it's a game about gods. Makes sense? I think I explained that right.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's pretty much all it is, the difference is. But at the time, I was only like 500 above him, and then it just kept going up and up and up and up and up, and we were trying for the longest time to stay even. And then, when we got to the third star, what happened was it was a double worshiper day, and Landon, Mickey, and I were initially playing joust games nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. Then Mickey had to leave, and then until about 3 in the morning, Landon and I played and played and played and played and played, and we got 500 worshippers a day. For 2 days straight. Sorry, for 3 days straight, because we played every single day. And what ended up happening was Isaiah was, I started at about 2,500. We finished at 4,000. And Isaiah was only at about 2,900. He was so pissed when he saw that star.
He really was. But there's a reason behind it, and it's kind of like, I guess it's like an honor system, I guess is the best way of saying it.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, look at how, he's always played and how look at who he plays with. How do you expect him to get anything done whenever it's that he's dealing with? And that's not to be rude to, him, but it's also the problem of it's always what he thinks is better, and that's the biggest problem for Isaiah.
Mm, I didn't think about that.
Isaiah's not bad at the game. Isaiah's really good at the game. It's the problem of every time that Isaiah gets his own little way of playing, which somehow makes him a lot better, that he's in the wrong.
Sorry, I got that was better, and then it cut out to was in the wrong.
He always thinks that his way is better, that you shouldn't be changing from the way it's always meta to do it his way, stuff like that.
Oh,
And Jake,
that's who
you
you're
know
talking
who
about.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
we can just say Zane.
Yeah. Well, Zane always likes to think that, he's always, got him right. He's always going to be right because he does know the game. He's probably one of our most experienced players besides another one
Kitty.
who, yeah, who can't make it right now. Well, more or less, it's just like, it's supposed to be between me and Jake.
Yeah. I
But
actually
yeah,
really enjoy
no.
playing with Kitty. Like straight up, she's hilarious and shit.
She's hilarious. She's fun to play with. She's really nice. Until you steal her kill. And then she wants to rip your head off.
Oh, I wonder where that came from.
I don't know.
Oh,
Totally not another book.
it's almost like Mickey did something,
I ain't
and
done
that's how he
nothing.
found out. Wow.
Nah, I ain't done nothing. Just keep your mouth shut. How about that? Leave me alone.
No, you deserve everything that's coming to you.
You don't deserve any pentakills either, though.
Oh, bitch, please. I'm gonna get one at some point. You know I'm gonna get. I mean, you know I'm gonna damn try. Leave me alone.
No, I mean, I'm like down to help you try. Let me play Ganesh to build full damage.
You know, I never actually thought about that.
Dirt. I've handed someone a penta before as Ganesh.
I've handed you so many pentas.
You handed me the quads, and then I got the penta because someone's low.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I get them so low for you, dumbass, and then it ends out so well for you. But yeah, it was what was happening essentially was him and Isaiah and I mean, were for the longest time competing for these experience points, and it was difficult for him because every time he played, like Mickey said, there would be some sort of clashback or some sort of problem. It wasn't,
With the other person he played with.
yeah, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows, and I can understand where he gets frustrated. It was one of the things that made him want to stop was, and he's not vocal about it because he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's one of the main things.
Quite the opposite of us. The big difference, though, is that Isaiah would get bored and tired of the game, and he couldn't stand to play with him anymore. But he's the only one who would play with him.
Well,
While Jake was over here always chilling, playing with me and Landon and Mega Faggot and Robo Bridge.
oh, yeah, that's another thing we can talk about later. That's funny as hell. I still love that dude.
It's really not. I hate that. And
I
Squirt. Never
love
mind.
it.
Never mind. I had to finish it. Mega Faggot, Robo Bitch,
And
Squirt.
squirt. We'll talk about
Might
that
as well go
later.
ahead and say it.
But oh, it's the whole thing was just pretty much essentially who could get worshippers the fastest, who would be the better Arthur, who would win in a fight again. And we haven't actually officially 1v1'd since a year ago now. So it's I'm slightly nervous because I'm like, well, if it ever comes to it, what's going to happen to me? Like, what am I going to mess up? Am I going to trip up? Am I going to do something wrong?
And Jacob's the kind of person that will do that.
Shut up.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. That's the bad part.
That's what I thought.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I'll
But
just be like, I try to stay honest with you, Jake. I don't know.
no, like I even say when I panic, I'm like, oh shit, I just missed this. Oh no, oh no, oh no, this is going down. And you've heard that plenty of times, even when I'm fighting you.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
100%.
I have seen it, and I think it's pretty cool.
What? That I know what I'm doing wrong and then I just get away
Yeah,
with
I
it?
know. Whenever you know you're doing something wrong, you're always like, ah.
It's either immediate panic or I'm getting out of this situation. Like there's no in between.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
And you also don't know a single word of the word R-E, ratrate.
sorry,
You
what
need to learn it.
are you saying? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Learn the word retreat. That's what I'm saying.
That's not my vocabulary.
It's in there. You just gotta dig deep.
But there was another thing that turned
Find
out.
it. I don't know where it is.
There was another thing that happened recently that I'm really happy with, and it was pretty much every time Isaiah took a break, I'd come back with a star. For
Pretty
those
much.
for those who again don't know, getting a star on Smite means an additional 1,000. So you have rank 10, which is Roman numeral X in this game, or Roman numeral 10, the X. That's 1,000, and then if you have 1 star, you have 2,000. Then 2 stars, 3,000. Yada yada yada. Well, when I got to 3 stars, Isaiah was focusing on other gods and playing ranked conquest, which he had a gold. I think it was a gold 2 Arthur for the longest time.
No, it's just that he ranked gold 2 with another person. That's
Oh.
what it is. His Arthur wasn't ranked gold 2. It was just he was ranked gold 2.
Oh, the Arthur was when I went and looked at the worshippers, the Arthur was one that had the tag, is what I was saying.
Right, that's because he only played him there, and that's like where it is.
Okay. Either way, I'd keep tabs on it. I'd be like, okay, or he's at this many worshippers, this, and I would try and track it. And whenever it got a little bit too close to me, I'd be like, all right, let's go, and we just go and grind. Like it's the pettiest shit to do, but it was so much fun.
The problem being is now that Jake actually has had fun with it, there's a certain problem.
Oh yeah, when Isaiah was having fun, it was, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat Jake. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. We're gonna have an amazing time. I'm gonna be the best Arthur in the friend group. And then when he came back and I had 4 stars on Arthur, he wasn't exactly most chipper.
No, but I mean, can you blame him? You know, that's one of his best characters, and you just kind of went, mine.
I know it's selfish. Well, actually, no. It was one. It
No,
was
it's
my
not selfish.
character.
It's the proof of, hey, I did it. Shut up.
Like I like it because it's a mix of what am I gonna do. No, sorry, not what am I gonna do. This is mine first, like between me and him, obviously not you. I'm not gonna go near that conversation because it's a fact. You got him first. Like between me and him, it's like this is mine. And it was let's see. Like it was literally just a measuring contest. Is the best way to joke about it.
I mean, at least you know it.
Hey,
At least you know when you're beat. Just being honest.
there's a reason why they call me Silver. Okay, I always got to come in second place somewhere.
Too bad you're in fourth.
Technically third.
The bad part is not in total,
What do you
because there is another person who has a rank 10 Arthur who was actually the third one in the friend group.
mean? Who?
That would be our that would be one of our older friends, Matthew.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in my friend group. Is why I was counting my friend group.
Oh, well, I mean, like only in your friend group. Then yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just I think you're third.
I mean, obviously, I'm not
No.
the first ranked 10 Arthur, but I am the most experienced Arthur in our camp any of our friend groups.
You called?
No, look at it. How many worshippers do I have? I'm saying like XP points.
Experienced as in played in more variety?
No, experienced as in, well, define variety.
Variety meaning fought more against.
Oh yeah, I've pretty much fought every single god against in Smite with Arthur. Like the only one I haven't.
But have you also fought every single season of every god?
Nope. Have you with Arthur when he didn't come out for 6 seasons?
Actually, no. I have played him since Arthur originally came out. I have played every single season against every single character.
I know. I'm talking
And that
about
is brutally honest.
I'm talking about with Arthur. Nikki. I'm not talking about like every season playing. I know you played the game longer than me. I know that for a fact. When
Oh
I'm
no, 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 no. What I'm saying is I have used Arthur ever since he came out. I've used every season. I have used Arthur to fight every person.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if we're going by that then yeah. You're literally
Yeah.
just a month in advance for me and then you just kind of stop playing him.
Huh?
Uh-oh. I think my Wi-Fi cut
Pretty
out.
much.
Oh, but
Uh-oh.
oh, I'm here. But yeah, the one of the funny things about it was that when Isaiah came out and saw that I had stars, he just said, "Okay, fuck this. You're the better Arthur. Are you happy?" And then when we were playing D&D, he tried to throw that in my face too. You remember that?
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh yeah, come in here and play D&D with us when you have to beat a child on SMITE on a character that he likes." I'm like, what? Like he was salty as hell for like 2 weeks.
That he was, my friend. That he was.
And he wouldn't play with me. That was even funnier.
That he didn't. That he didn't, my friend.
No, he didn't play with us for 2 weeks.
I was so sad about that, dude. It was awesome if he would have actually played with us during that time. But he didn't.
Oh man, that was good lord. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit. This is a pretty decent topic to talk about, like experienced players. What do you think of esports stuff? Because that's one thing we haven't actually gotten a topic on.
Well, one, we already know that, from people who've actually seen, who have actually like played with us. I obviously already have the Tartarus Titans avatar,
Yeah, screw you.
but there's actually a reason for that, and it's because one of my favorite Pro League players is actually on the Tartarus Titans team.
Mhm.
And it's one of the things that kind of makes me think like we're sitting pretty. We're sitting pretty this season.
Good.
And for those of you who actually do watch Smite Ranked, then you're actually going to know who this is. Paul is on the Tartarus Titans team as their mid laner. But a new person has shown up and is not their designated ace. And Paul is not their designated ace. Which makes me wonder, how good is this new person? If he can beat Paul to be their designated ace, and Paul being the number one mid laner in the world, how do you kind of outclock him without being something of a god in this game? And I think all the new teams and stuff are awesome. I think it's it brings variety to it, and I think it's really cool.
Nice. I think they're trying to harken back to the older esport teams they had, like the ones that were more themed towards Smite, not like Obey and all of them having their own kind of brands.
Yeah, which is really weird, dude. Every time like that would happen, it would always be so weird.
I don't have a problem with it. It's I actually really like the idea because they have plenty of design teams there, and to be honest, I really like this year's esports logos.
Again, I'm not saying anything like bad about it itself. It's like, hmm. Like I've seen all these teams like evolve up and play a crap ton more. Now I'm just wondering what the next step for them is.
Mm-hmm. It's literally, well, where do they go from here?
Right, because the Pro League, like if we're being completely honest, seeing the Pro League play like they do, it's scary.
Yeah, I've only watched one game, and that was because you logged into it to get viewer points, and good God, they are terrifying, my guy.
Could you imagine trying to get your red buff, and then in the span of 2 seconds, you see a Guardian kill you?
Just death. I thought it was cool to see Splice Jormungandr be added to the Conquest map just because of how badass they was. I can't remember who played him. But yeah, it was oh my god, dude. Cool.
Yeah, I mean it's always really cool to see your main character. Like, of course, we've still got Kakolan still dominating, over there in the solo lane, and he's gotten even better because of the new starter items.
Mm-hmm.
And like, let's point out that if you regenerate mana, it gives Kakolan HP 5. Does no one realize that Kakolan's passive also works with Death's Toll? that pretty much gives Cucullin another entire set of, hey, look at me, I get 15 healing from hitting mana, 25 healing from hitting auto attacks, another 1 HP 5 from getting a mana buff, and I'm near unkillable because of the amount of defense I have.
That's terrifying.
Well, yeah, you don't play like, and this is not to be rude. You like he is one of hands down the best people to play right now.
Oh, back. I got you cut out a little bit on my end. I heard you don't play, and then no offense to you, but that's all I got. And then come back to he's one of the
Uh,
best.
no offense to you, but you don't play enough
Oh, you're good.
ranked, or you don't play enough conquest, to actually, say like, oh, that's broken or that's really powerful. It's more like it's stupid that Cucullin can walk up there and gain 50 HP
Mm.
out of hitting one auto attack at level 1.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, can you imagine that?
I don't want to
Like,
imagine
like
that.
what's Arthur's spin going to do?
Arthur's spin only does like a little bit of tick damage, technically.
Right, but if he's healing every time he hits you, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna outbox me. Even if I have regen on, it's still gonna kick my ass. The only time I'd be able to stop him is if I use Sundering and attempt to go to the minions and get some health off of that, which he'll still even feed off me. Cucullin is a
Right, because
sustained beast. Even Arthur, in his own respect, is an asshole when it comes to it. But Cucullin, he is a hard counter to Arthur. Like if you go look at any of the wiki pages or any of the combo pages, like the Smite Fire or Smite Guru, they're like, stay away from Cucullin.
and do you know why though?
Because he can outbox him. Like I've seen it, and I've
Well, it's
unfortunately
not
been on the
just
end of that.
outbox. It's the process of, hey, I kind of can stop you from healing. His one is built-in anti-heal.
Yeah, yeah. I've fought you before. Like your Cucullin is. I don't even want to talk about it. But I've fought other Cucullins, and I've had to have Jungler come in and be like, "Hey, yo, get off my Arthur, bitch."
Right, and that's what I've always tried to explain to you. Is it's like you need to broaden your outcast because sometimes you're gonna need other characters
Oh, I don't
bad.
blame you. I don't blame you for wanting me to play more people. And I know I'm a stubborn ass, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's. I don't mind learning new people. At the same time, you know who I'm gonna go back to whenever I get the chance.
Right, and I'm not telling you not to do that. The character's still really good. It's the problem of if you keep on bull rushing that singular character, when are you ever gonna get, any other outside experience?
The only experience I'm ever going to be able to accumulate with this character now is how can I use him to beat newer people? Which, to be honest with you, I'm actually excited to see what happens when I have to fight Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. Okay.
This is the best transition.
Hmm.
Let's talk about him now.
Gilgamesh. Ooh.
You're welcome, by the way.
Gilgamesh. Thank you. Gilgamesh is probably going to be my main until I get. I will probably play off whenever I'm not playing with Jacob just to see if I can maybe catch up to his Arthur, which will take time. It's going to take a good year or so before I can even attest to doing that.
Yeah,
But it's the point of it's possible, and it's because I want to.
you want to get Gilgamesh rank 82?
I'm gonna get Gilgamesh rank 10 or sorry, rank 100, and then I'll call it done.
You want to get him at the same time?
I mean, I would love to, but that means you got to quit playing Arthur until I can catch up to your 80.
I don't know about that, fam.
Right now, do you see my problem?
So when I have to go to like college or some shit, play with Landon. He ain't doing anything.
No, but and it's like big because Gilgamesh is bringing a new aspect to Smite, and it's finally showing us how well Smite can actually change positions. Because we're going from this backwards third eye view, to changing to first person. His ultimate puts him in first person, apparently,
Yep. Who took?
which means that there are high definition models pre-made for these characters that we are. Gilgamesh might be the one to bring it. We can change the game to first person if we really wanted to.
I don't think they're gonna do that. That's a bit
Well, you never
excessive.
know. You never know. That's what I'm saying. It's like It's possible it could.
There was something I mentioned to Dio because Dio, we all know he's obsessed with 3D and VR stuff, right? There was
Yeah,
an idea that he had. He goes, "Well, what if we played Smite in VR?" And I said, "Well, that'd be extremely difficult because most of the characters do things humans can't do."
right.
But the idea that you could go into VR and be kind of like a Doomslayer with Gilgamesh, it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I mean, like you're also sacrificing a lot of sight. Because let's point out, a lot of times you can see away from people. Like you can see if someone's coming out of the jungle. But if you're in VR or something, how are you to see that?
How are you going to turn camera fast enough? Your sensitivity's lower. You have to turn your actual head around to do it.
Right, right. But like he's not in the wrong to think, hey, maybe it's maybe it's a thing that we can do. He's not wrong to think that.
No, I never said he couldn't. It's practical, is it?
It's not very practical. It's more like it's possible to do so.
But yeah,
It's very much possible.
why are you so excited for Gilgamesh?
Gilgamesh actually has been a character I've been looking forward to since the startup of SMITE.
Why is that?
Gilgamesh has always been one of those characters because ever since like I saw Erlang Shin and all these people who weren't actually verified gods have been at it, I wanted Gilgamesh because Gilgamesh has always struck me as like one of those characters that I would like to play. Jacob knows I love war gods. Gilgamesh, being what he is, almost gives off that feeling, but isn't.
I thought he was a
If you
warrior
know what I'm
king.
saying. He is a warrior king, but he's not a war god, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With all the other war gods like Ares, it's I am supremely higher than you. I am better than you. I will always be better than you. With Gilgamesh, it's I know I can, but I'll let you have the thought process of I can beat him. I have a chance. I have a chance. And then whenever you finally get that chance through, he kills you. That character is the ultimate toy around tyrant on the battlefield.
Hmm.
Not including, dude. I just think Gilgamesh is going to be a really amazing character, and from what I've already heard, the spoilers for the two new secret gods are out, which I'm really in love with.
Atlas.
Nope, they've already been shown, and every year there are two secret gods that are not shown until 1 week before they come out. And I think there's a duo release this year. I mean, and that's my probability guess because we haven't had one yet, and usually they already have to do one because of development times.
So wait,
Which really,
who were the secret ones last year?
the secret ones last year. Let me see if I can remember. Arthur and Merlin actually, their teasers were released. I remember they were a duo release.
Yeah, they were.
Merlin came 2 weeks later, but of course they were technically duo release.
Yeah, it was 99 and 100, and Merlin was the 100th.
Right. Last year. Who all came out last year?
Hamdulir, Persephone, Yamoja.
Olarin.
No, Olarin came before Yamoja.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, didn't he come out last year?
No. I think he came out after. Yeah, he came out after the Jormungandr thing, so I think he came out. Let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, no, because like dual releases, they do one like every other year or every year. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the one of the year before this. I believe was Arthur and the Merlin, and the year before that was Set and Horus.
No, that's not true.
Or was it the opposite?
The way around.
Okay, thank you.
Arthur and Merlin came out, and then the whole after they beat Jormungandr and all that shit, the Usurper came because all of the pantheons got fucked.
Yes, by Ragnarok Hades.
And Jormungandr.
Yep. I think what it is Smite is like they are really screwing themselves over because they're doing these dual releases. They did them for 2 years in a row. Everyone expected it. Now it's like, oh well, there's no more. But I think they're kind of leading us on because the big shining symbol for us for these duo release was if you go back and you look at the God release for this year,
Hmm.
and you look at the winter forest scene, there is blood stains all over the snow
Yeah.
on the backside of one tree, and there are marks through others. And it's a big thought process for me. We have yet to have a Transylvania god, but we are apparently supposed to get a new pantheon two new pantheons this year, and we got Babylonian. So what's the only other one?
You really want Dracula in this game, don't you?
I really want Dracula, just like I want Lycaon. Lycaon, Greek god of lycanthropy. Bring him in. Come on.
Why?
Why not?
I mean, we've already got a shit ton of wolves.
Okay, let's point out how many wolves we got, Jacob.
Scotty, Fenrir. Yes, I just said Scotty. Shut up. You know Calder is their other half.
Yeah, I know. Who else? We got
Uh,
two. Cerberus and a wolf.
no. Pretty sure-
Anubis and a wolf.
No, Anubis is a jackal. That's a canine. That's still a canid.
It's canine. It's a canid, but
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we got a lot of dog characters. Sorry, not wolves. That doesn't. That's
yeah, we have a lot of canids. The reason why I want him is because we are missing one solid thing. I want to do a full dog team, but there is no dog solo without sacrificing an assassin to go into the jungle.
I was gonna say skins don't count, but you can pull that.
Cerberus support. Okay. We have Cerberus support, Scotty carry, Fenrir jungle, and an Anubis mid. There is no dog character like that is actually a dog related besides. No, then we're missing carry too. You do not have enough dog characters. And I mean, if they do what they do with Camazots, or sorry, not Camazots, but like with Zeus and Shock, Zeus is magical, Shock is physical, Fenrir's physical. Who's gonna be magical? You know, like we're missing some of these counterpart characters.
Well, it's kind of ironic you say that because Fenrir and Odin are both physical characters, and they're counterparts.
Right, but what I'm saying is like counterintuitive to their own thing. So like Zeus, god of lightning and thunder, Shock, god of thunder. You know, like they're both still the same, but they use different things to fight. Like Shock uses physical items, Zeus uses magical items. One is close range, one is long range. One uses equipment, one uses his powers.
Wait a minute, Achilles.
You know?
Achilles is only 3 years old.
Did you not know that?
No.
Achilles has only been here for 3 years.
Cool.
I've played the game for 5.
I've only played the game for 3. So Achilles came out 7 months before I started playing it, but he came out in February.
But yeah, no, I want Lycon, and the fact of seeing claw marks on trees and blood stains on the back of them is really what's hitting it. And it's like, could they be adding those as dual release characters?
Oh. Here, let me go look at the God release because I want to see.
Yes,
Why is Agni the cheapest God?
because he's one of the base characters. It's something to learn about. Like, because remember, his ult is so different. His 1 and his 2 or his 3 combo. His passive is special. It's more like, here, learn that characters have specialities. But while you're looking at that, is there anything else you want to talk about SMITE?
Yeah. Why do our dumbasses spend so much money on this game?
Oh, that's simple. You ever think about it like this, is that we have so much fun playing this game. And because our friends get this really cool thing, we want it. We want something to match it. It's that we play this game as friends, but deep down inside we're competing with each other to find the really cool thing.
What do you mean?
Well, like, let's look at this. You, when you bought your avatar, because I didn't even think about buying the avatar. I wasn't going to. I was going to buy their bundle when it comes out. But
Mm.
when you bought their avatar, what did I do?
I went and bought the other. I went and bought the other one.
Okay, now let's go look at the D&D chat. When we had our avatars, what did everyone else go do?
I went and got the other ones. God, you're
What did we
right.
go do?
You're right. It's
Exactly.
just. It's
We're
just a one.
deep down inside. We are competing to see who can be the coolest
But why?
because it's natural human want. Just like this. If you put two people, you put two leaders inside of a room, gave them both two pieces of territory, what are they going to instantly assume to do?
I don't know.
Take over the
Yeah.
other person's territory. You tell them, y'all both have territories. Do what you want. What are they both going to do instantly? They're going to try and take the other person's territory.
It depends on the person.
It does. But what is their bait? What's going to sit in the back of that mind is that they want more territory. It's the natural human want to always be better. No matter how a person acts or anything, that want is always there, and you can't get rid of it. That would be the most selfless person upon this planet. The problem being is that you cannot be 100% selfless.
No.
Your mind and your body won't let you.
Okay.
And that is where that's just something big.
So. I'm looking at the dates here. Baba Yaga was released in April. We're looking at last year's, right? Only last year's.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Hamdulator was the first one. I remember that for a fact. No. Yeah, Persephone was the last one to come because she was pissed at everything. And then Hamdulator's like, no, fam. And then Baba Yaga, no.
This is where it gets really hard.
When
But
did
yeah,
Mulan
no.
come in?
That's why we spend so much time on this game. We're always striving to be better.
Ah, there we go. Mulan after Hamdullir.
Right.
I think.
That seems to be right. I don't keep track of all this.
Yeah, Persephone came out.
Tell you.
Persephone came out August of 2019. And then
August 2019.
August 2019. And then Hamdullir came out, I believe, around that Christmas.
Right.
Yeah, December 12th, or December 11th, 2019. And then Mulan was the first one of the year, and then it was Baba Yaga, and then Cthulhu, because we were waiting for months on that bitch to come out, because Chancellor wouldn't shut up about him. Straight up, we know that for a fact. Damn, Cuchulain's only 3 years old, too. Sorry, he's 4 years old now.
Yes. My child. He is my wanted child.
Yeah, so Mulan, Baba Yaga, Cthulhu. I don't think we had any God releases until Dawn of the Barrow. I don't think there was anything in between that. He came out. No, Tsukuyomi.
Right. Which was a partnership character. I mean, I guess you could consider that to be a double release because technically Athena came out before Ares. But now they're considered a duo character.
But yeah, Tsukuyomi came out, and then it was Danzaburou, I believe.
Right.
So it was those. They released what, 4?
And Danzaburou kind of brought peace to everything, which was really cool.
Yeah. And then this year, Tiamat. That's the go-to this year. It was Tiamat.
Right. Well, we have Tiamat, Gilgamesh, Hecate, a Japanese, which is the little wintry background. I believe it's Japanese. I don't know. Then Atlas.
Yeah.
Which I think Atlas is going to be one of the most hyped releases, dude. I can't wait for Atlas.
I don't know. Jormungandr was pretty hyped. People wanted
You
him
can
in the
straight up call
game
me a
for
fanboy
years.
for him, but this man's going to turn a whole lane into a bowling alley.
Okay, so he's gonna be competing with Hercules. Am I wrong?
Am I wrong, Jake?
What?
Nope. Well, then, there's Jake.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Hmm. Try again. One sec. We're having some difficulties with Discord. Okay.
There.
There we go. I was trying to say Atlas is going to be competing with Hercules then for making a bowling alley out of the enemy team.
Nah, just straight up out of the lane, dude. Because I'm just saying, that character, jeez, dude. I'm waiting on it.
Hmm. I'm more
And
looking. Again,
oh.
I'm still stuck in that same kind of mentality of how fast can I kick the shit out of them with Arthur?
I don't know if you will, because let's talk about Gilgamesh real quick. Supposedly is a hyper carry, so he could end up being a threat.
Mm-hmm. It's like
He's
fighting
not going to be a
Susanoo.
pushover character. He's not going to be a pushover character. We can already assume that.
It depends on how you're building him.
Well, I mean, let's point out he's a warrior.
He's a warrior?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was an assassin.
Nope. At least I don't think so.
Eh. It's whatever.
Yeah, we just can't assume that he's going to be some pushover character because we've already shown if he's going head to head with Tiamat and Tiamat's busted and they consider her balanced.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's going to either wreck her shit or nothing at all. It's going to be no in between. It's either he's going to beat the ever-living Jesus out of Tiamat or he's going to get his ass handed to him on a silver platter.
But there's no real big telling for us. We couldn't exactly, just instantly assume. It's just, let's point out, he's shown he's powerful.
Yeah, at least in the promo.
Well, in the promo, he went head to head with Tiamat.
Yeah. Zeus went head to head with Cthulhu for 5 years, according to the books and all that.
Well, of course. It's really scary.
What?
You think they had to spend all that pain and misery of trapping Godslayer? That's why so many gods are just dead. They had to trap Godslayer, restrain Ragnarok, stop the destructive trio of Cerberus, Persephone, and Discordia. They didn't have a lot of time, not including that a lot of the characters had already died.
Yeah.
Oricon was already ascended. He just kind of was watching everything go down. Ragnarok is nowhere to be found. That's why Thor was nowhere. It's kind of hard to see,
Yeah, Smite's lore is all fucky wucky.
Yeah, but then you've also got things like I could tell you the entire Godslayer lore right here on the spot.
I can tell you that I can do the exact same with Legend of Camelot. It's literally just whoever's our favorite and whatever story we really liked, it's you memorize it. But I remember jumping back to the whole, we can outbox them. I remember them having the same exact mentality fighting Mulan.
Right, but you know what the problem was? What happened? What?
For lack of a better word, she fucked me.
Pretty much.
Yeah, when Mulan came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna outbox, let's do this shit, thinking I'm the best warrior, because at the time, Arthur was the best warrior.
And then someone else came along, and it was really good with Glads, and then, whoop, there goes Arthur right out of the meadow.
Yeah, when Mulan came out, they put Gladiator Shield on her, and the healing plus the cooldown on her, and plus the damage on it was just ungodly. So they took away the healing part. which also dropped Arthur's ranking. It was pretty much, hey,
Believe it or not, that nerf was meant for Arthur.
I believe it, but it was also tied into the fact because of what people were doing with Mulan.
Right. You know, yeah, and then a lot of people forget that one of the biggest nerfs in history was Shing Tian.
I thought we were going to talk about Amaterasu for a second, but all right.
No, no, actually, the biggest nerf was to Shing Tian because Beckon was the number 2 solo laner.
Hmm.
He was one of the most powerful. His HP5 and MP5 were ballistic. We're talking, 50 MP5 and 50 HP5 for hitting abilities.
Oh, damn.
Not including getting basic healing from Death's Toll at the time, which gave 7.5% of your health back and 2.5% of your mana back on anything. Then we're including that it procced on the tick damage on his 1.
That's only slightly.
Which was 4 ticks of 7.5, which totals out to right about 30% of your health back for hitting a minion wave.
Mhm.
This character would walk around with just not caring, and they nerfed him to the point that he became I think it was the 3rd to worst character in solo lane. And Bologna still holding number 1 until Shing Tian came back in season 4 and pulled her out of the meta manually.
Mm-hmm.
They buffed Shing Tian's max health damage to counter specifically warriors and other characters in the solo. That is why Shing Tian is still in the meta for solo line, is because of his max health damage.
Dude, you want to talk about max health damage? Let's look at. Hold on a second, I'm going to sneeze. Thanks. Oh, you want to talk about max health damage? Let's talk about the fact that if you put Executioner, Quinn Size, and Heartseeker together, you're going to kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. I mean, like, let's talk about that with Bakasura,
Or Neath, or any hunter that does a shit ton of auto attacks. Like,
well, the problem is a lot of people that you've been facing have been doing that auto attack Neath. What you're supposed to do, actually.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to do what Landon does, which is a straight power and go boom, 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 boom every hit.
Yes, no, it's the exact same thing I was telling him to do earlier with On Her, Deathbringer, and Hydra's Lament. Because let's point out, Deathbringer increases your crit damage by 25%, and then Hydra's Lament increases the power of your auto attack by 100%.
After your ultimate ability is cast.
No, actually. It's after any ability is cast.
Did they change it? Because for the longest,
it's always been that way. After the ultimate ability is cast, it is from Erendite. That's the one that allows you to chase those people down really well.
I like Pridwin. I really do.
Pridwin is an amazing item, but imagine if people like Shing Tian could pick it up. Sit there and hold you in it until it explodes.
I'm gonna stop you right there because I don't like that image. I got enough things. Go take me to therapy, please.
I mean, and then there's a problem. I haven't even shown you something, but believe it or not, the best character for that item is not a warrior or guardian.
Who is it? Oh, let me guess. Assassin?
Yes, he is an assassin.
Loki?
Nope. You want me to show you?
Ravana?
Nope.
Or just tell me.
It's Fenrir.
That way you're beating
once you
them.
Get your rune. Once you get your rune stack. No, let me finish. Once you get, because it doesn't go off until after you drop them out of your mouth.
Yeah, I know. Once it's done, while you're beating the shit out of them, if they're trying to get away, that shield takes care of the rest.
Yes and no. It's not just because of the shield being secured that he is number 1. There's something else that makes him so good that people don't realize. Fenrir, if you actually read his ultimate, when he has full runes, you know how his full runes give all of his abilities a secondary effect.
Yeah, shit hurts.
Right. But if I read it exactly from the book, because I think I can remember it, when Ragnarok is used with all 5 runes, your protections in this ultimate are doubled.
So when you come out of it and it says it's based off your protections and the base health, it doubles the shield.
Right, which means you could sit there and build 400 protections on physical, 400 protections on magical, he'd have 800.
And then when it explodes, it has the exact same kind of damage, or at least half the damage output as your protections, whatever it was.
No, it has the same amount of damage as your protections, or whatever's left of the shield. Fenrir, even an Anubis Death Gaze after he ults and pops Magic Shell, will not kill him. A full damage Anubis death gaze will not kill him. He has over 9,000 health.
Hmm.
Gives you a little bit of information from an experienced Fenrir
I
player.
was gonna say the fact you know that's a little concerning.
Well, what do you think I run on him every time in duel?
I was gonna say more so in the fact that my Arthur has been able to withstand. There has only been 2 times where I've been able to withstand a full Anubis hit, and you wanna know what that was? That one mage fight we had in arena, where I literally built 3 magical proc
Oh
items
my
and then
god!
Pridwin.
You know what's scary to think is let's get on the topic of Anubis real quick.
Shoot.
Anubis is actually one of the most busted mages in duel because he steals your protections and uses them against you.
Oh yeah.
If you read his passive, Sorrow, he takes 12% of your, or sorry, 12.5% of your protections times 3
Wait,
and
you're
then
telling
gives
me
them
he
to
takes
himself.
so you're telling me he basically takes 40% of your attack or your protections.
12.5, 12.5, 50. He takes 32.5% of your protections and puts them to himself.
Make that math's not right.
3 times 12.5.
Yeah.
Oh, I
3
know.
times
Sorry,
12 is 30.
37.5. That's my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you're telling me he takes about 40%.
Yeah, right out.
God damn.
You know, and I'm not. That's not sugarcoating. That's just being brutally honest. That character is a little busted.
Yeah, there's no balancing in this game. Straight up.
Yeah. It's just it's Hi-Rez's version of balancing. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, here we go again.
Yep.
What to do?
That
Time to
that
die.
honestly is one of the main things I'm not necessarily mad about, but it's like one of those things where if you're in a joust game and you're fighting 2 hunters and then a mage, you have to get physical protections. Like it's no other way around it. But most of the time they can just buy defense shred, and there's no point. It frustrates the shit out of me because you can, let's say you're fighting Izanami and then you're fighting Anith, right? You have to deal with that stun and the other one too, and along with all the massive, like, especially Izanami's double hits because she throws it and it comes back like a boomerang.
Right. Now, can I also add in something here, which is really cool, and not many people actually know about this. The fact is that Izanami's auto attacks actually don't do double damage.
Hmm.
And a lot of people don't know that, but Izanami's auto attacks do not do double damage.
Huh.
Izanami's auto attacks do 1.5, or sorry, 0.25 of what they do normally. So when
So
Izanami throws an
a
auto attack
quarter.
that does 100 damage, it does 25 on its way back.
So you're doing literally 125% damage total.
Right, but her auto attacks don't have amazing scaling like many other hunters. Many other hunters actually have to resort to pure power. She has to rely on pure power percentages, attack speed, and max health damage, and defense shred.
Hmm.
Relying on top of all of those things is the only way that that character stays above water. The problem being is that one of the new starter items gives her all those things in one thing for 700 gold.
That's not fun.
You know Death Soul?
Yeah, unfortunately.
It procs on every auto attack on the way and every auto attack back.
Oh, lovely.
So now imagine fighting that in duel. Walks up to a minion wave, has a sigh and that. Brr, brr, brr,
I'm
brr,
good.
fully clears the wave and gets full health.
But yeah, I'm gonna jump back to like the one of the main things that started the conversation was those hoodies. You want to see the one I just finished?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, here you go. Give me a second. I think you're gonna really like this one. It's the diamond. I named it Diamond Arthur for a reason. It should pull up here in a second. Boop.
You just sending it on Discord?
Yeah, it's right there. It should pull
All
up.
right, let's take a look. Ah!
Uh-oh, it's your Majak calling.
No, it's my notification. I forgot my phone's linked to my Discord.
Ah. But,
And that's also a copyright song.
But yeah, this is actually cheaper. Like, this is about $10 cheaper than the one I made for myself, that zip up.
Mm-hmm.
This is only $42.56, including shipping.
Weird,
isn't it?
Yeah. I think I'm already kind of liking this. I don't know how to turn on computer.
Oh, just hit switch hit.
Oh, I see it.
I'm on computer as well, so I can see it.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the
considering for you,
see how it is. No, I was gonna say this is the same color scheme. Like all of them are gonna match
that's
that.
not me being rude, by the way. I like it. I like it. Just I don't know if that's gonna work for like certain people's like mine.
Oh, I can make it work.
Because I
Trust
mean, like, I trust that you can make it work. I know I can.
Yeah, it's like I know for a fact I can make it work because I for a minute didn't think there's no way I can make this work with Arthur. Lo and behold, but
Problem is, you've got something to base off. At least Arthur's armor can turn silver and stuff. Like, I mean, like, look how bad Ares' diamond looks.
Ares' diamond doesn't look bad at all. What the hell are you talking about?
Comparison to his other skins.
Yeah, I love his diamond. It's sexy.
I'm not gonna lie, the armor and everything, yes, but look at everything else in comparison, and you'll kind of understand what I'm saying. Is that it kind of feels like it takes away from the intimidation factor of him, and like that kind of just makes me feel sad.
You don't like it because he doesn't look as angry. That's it.
Pretty much. I'll be honest.
But
You right.
the last topic for the day is how in the hell like I've talked a little bit about it. We've mentioned it a few times, but we were considering making a team.
Right.
I personally like the idea of just doing a streamer team or like a YouTuber team, not like a professional because I don't to be honest, it's not I feel pressed when I do ranked games. Like it's like, oh, I have to win. On casual, it's just whatever happens, happens.
Right. And I have a feeling I know what this is about to go. Are you about to ask, like, how does that work out? Like, how do you become one if we really wanted to start a pro league team and stuff?
No, it's just what would you rather do?
Personally, see, to me, ranked games and all that I take every game the same amount of seriousness. That's why I still, in my normal games and in my ranked games, I build stupid. I take it that same way because it lets me have my same energy. It lets me be me in that vibe. And it allows me to pretty much say, hey, like whether we win or lose, I'm still gonna have fun. Whether win or pretty much it allows me to have fun with what I want. So to me, it doesn't matter and stuff like that. Once you make a streamer team and stuff like that, you're going to get looked at. You're going to get asked, hey, y'all should come do ranked. Y'all should come join the pro league. Well, I mean, like, what are you gonna say to that?
I'm a chicken
Because you
shit.
being a
I'll flat out
streamer,
say I'm not good enough to be pro. I
right?
might
But
have I might have a
but
shit ton
then,
of worshippers, but that don't mean shit.
but even in your normal games and stuff, do you not realize that you're always being looked at? That your stats are always being scavenged at?
Oh, I know for a fact they stare at me because when they saw the stars coming out in Arthur, they started targeting my ass.
Right. So does that not tell you, like, hey, like they think, like maybe there's some hidden talent here?
I wouldn't.
Because let's point out that eventually you'll pass Paul on the leaderboard. You'll pass Polar Bear Mike. You'll pass this Pro League member on the leaderboard, and you're going to be asked to do so. And then you can't say, "Oh, I'm not good enough."
Yeah,
And
I
that's
can.
because how could you say that? When you beat them on the leaderboard, how can you officially say, "Yeah, no, I'm not as good."
I'm
When you're
only
beating
good
them.
in. I'm only good at. I'm only better than them for now.
Okay, so well, let's point it out like this: if you're gonna sit there and say, "I'm only better than them now," what happens whenever you do it again? Because you're still striving to be better.
Yeah.
What happens whenever you stay ahead of them because you strive to be better than them always?
The problem with that is if you go look at my stats on that Arthur, the
I'm
only
not
thing good.
talking now.
I am. I'm saying the amount of uphill battling I'm going to have to be doing because I'm literally half as many kills as my deaths. Like,
Right.
hypothetically, it would take so damn long and so many good games. Because my KD is already, like, I think I'm at 0.48. Like, it was 4.2 for the longest time. Like, I'm slowly climbing. It's just taking me 6 fucking months.
And it is, but the problem is eventually you are going to beat it, and whether you like that or not, you're going to get looked at into being, hey, would you care to come join the pro league? Like we need people like you. We need strong enough people like you to come and do it.
Well, has Cheyenne gotten any offers? Look at her.
No, but I mean, like, let's point out that I have, and look how dumb I play.
The difference with you is you know the game like the back of your hand. Straight up. Like, you know every single ability and every single character and all their passes and whatnot. You
Not really.
know. Don't tell me that.
I know
Changa.
what to use to beat what.
Changa.
I don't know the abilities. I know what they do. I
Passive.
know the animations. It's the rabbit.
Okay, what does it do?
Allows you to buy stuff when you're not at spawn.
Okay, Fenrir.
Oh, that's easy.
It's third ability.
Unchained, Seething, Howl, Brutalize, Ragnarok. The passes are called the runes.
Athena.
Stack them by using basic attacks.
Athena passive.
Funny.
Athena passive.
Don't know it.
You lie.
I actually don't know Athena's passive.
Oh, that's the one character you don't pay attention to, so there's like 103 others then.
And there's certain ones I know.
I'm just regardless, Mick, you have a lot of information on this game and the fact that you play so much better. You got invited to Obey, which I don't understand why you didn't take it.
I tried. I told you. I made literally one match and then got shut down.
Mm.
And let alone, there's no telling if it was real or not. I just know I participated in a bracket tournament. I've said that 1,000 times over, Jake.
We really only talked about that part 3 times.
I know, but every time it's came up, I'm always like, I didn't even know if it was real. I just did it because it would have been fun.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see the problem in it. It was fun. That's all I did it for.
But no,
And yeah, I get it. Yes, I know a lot about the game. But like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna sit there and go do it by myself.
no, I get
Nah.
it. I get it. It's just I personally, there's no ranked like pro leagues is all from what I've seen. It's all conquest, no in between. You got nothing else. It's just flat conquest because that is the most popular game mode when it comes to that. It's like
Skilled players.
Summoner's Rift, Smuggler's
Right.
Rift, whatever
Do
it's
you
called.
do you want me to tell you why?
Sure.
Why Conquest is? And it's because it takes synergy. It takes that time and effort of building your team and actually doing good. You can't just sit there and sit on your little butt and let your entire team handle it. You've got to do something yourself. It forces everyone to do something.
Yeah.
In Arena, how many times have I sat there and decided the entire team because I've had help just from you without the other 3 players?
Yes.
Exactly. Now, do you get my point?
Yeah. No, I was just saying,
Conquest forces that team effort.
I personally really enjoy Joust. Like I don't like the map anymore, but I like Joust. I like having you, me, and Landon.
Then you know what? Once we evolve up, and eventually we are gonna get tired of Joust. You can't denounce that fact.
I'm not.
Eventually we are gonna get tired of the game. But that's when you got to take that next step and actually push to get up there, get some more power, get stronger, and get bigger into the game.
Well, what would our mascot be then? Because it sure as shit ain't gonna be Mega Faggot and Robo Bitch.
No, it's gonna be a cup of eggnog.
Which
It's gonna be the egg god.
no, hell no. I am
Yes.
not the front runner of the team. Telling you
Yes,
right now.
you are. Well, then what? Then what do you think? Being that you technically are the one that would have started this group by getting us all together, what would you do? Because you see, the good part is you don't have to play. You could be the coach.
I'm
You
not.
could be there. You could be the leading card. You could be the designated ace. There's no telling what you could do as you want.
If I did anything, I'd do something along the lines of something we all like, or something that we're actually a fan of. And I wouldn't do something like, oh yeah, we're the Dragon Ball bitches or something like that. I would do because you like the Greek gods, right? Like by far, they're your favorite pantheon, right next to Norse.
Yeah, kind of has to be. Yeah.
Landon likes hunters, and I like warriors. But it's a weird mix because we already have the Tartarus Titans. Like that's the kind of thing. With you guys, we all play different pantheon, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all play different roles, but the difference is we all like those set
Polytheistic
roles.
paragons.
Yes. That's how little that narrows it down.
Yeah,
Our initials would
but that
literally
just
be
cut.
PP.
Yep. But do you know why I say that?
Because you like the
But you
idea of
know why I
being
say that?
called PP.
No, because think about it. If we all play our different pantheons, we all
PP.
like different things. We could care less about what people think. I mean, look at Tartarus Titans. Titty.
Let's
It's
see.
TT.
Landon really likes hunters. I like warriors. Well, I like Arthur.
Call it out to the comments. Let them say.
Yeah, give us some ideas. Give us some ideas in the comments below if you guys want to check it out, which I doubt I'm going to get any comments on this video, but go ahead, go check it out, please. I personally,
Prove them wrong.
I'm kind of stuck in the idea of kind of like how Valhalla Valkyries did a thing like that, where it's like, here, let's focus on what about Avalon Ascendants or something like that.
And yeah, that's kind of like what the leader does. They kind of pick it.
I don't know.
And you're technically the designated leader, considering like you're kind of the oldest. Well, second oldest. We got Kitty.
Yeah, if we get Kitty in it, but I don't. We wouldn't be pro anytime soon. But I like the idea Avalon Ascendants or something like that. And it look. I wouldn't make an exact copy of Camelot Kings, but it would have a sword in it because of that.
I got an idea. Why not just do a sword and an axe crossing with a bow in the background?
Hmm.
Like the bowstring is crossing over the axe, or sorry, is crossing over them. They're both interlocked like the classic sword and axe, and the bow's pointing straight up.
What if we just did? Well, yeah, we can do that. But I was also thinking of like having the three silhouettes. Like you got Arthur in the middle doing his thing with the sword poking straight in the air, Hamdullar blowing the horn to the left, and or no, I don't know about Hamdullar because he plays more than just that. That's whatever. But the last thing after this would be the combos. Like, what is like? This is branching off of the whole pro team thing. Like, what is your favorite combo with me? And then I'll talk about Landon and I's combo.
Ah, my favorite combo with you actually. You may find it a little bit weird, but I can't say the Hades and the Arthur one.
I don't blame you. That's really only like a hit or miss thing, straight up.
It's not that it's hit or miss. We do really good no matter what we do. It's just I would have to say it's probably as long as you're running a tank, because me and you can do so many different combos, dude.
Yeah, but
I would actually have to say it's the Yorm Fenrir combo. Because when you knock them up and that Brutalize starts hit, before they hit the ground, I get 3 hits of Brutalize in.
yeah,
And the moment that they press the button to do it, that fourth hit goes, and then they do their jump, and I've got Unchained. You've got a spit to slow and your ult. By that time, I've stunned them and grabbed them. Here comes me having them in my mouth on the ult. You slam on them, bounce up, slam back down. They get hit 3, 4 times. And then they try to run. You've still got another leap. And then I got Unchained back up because it gets half cooldown whenever I hit somebody.
yeah. Yorm, as much as I don't play him anymore, he was my best character.
Still is, in my opinion.
True, true. When it comes to like stat wise, he is definitely my best character. But when it comes to like rankings, Arthur is way ahead of him. Duh. But yeah, he's Odin is probably my worst character now, like straight up. But yeah, Yorm is my ace in the hole, dude. If we have to do anything, I'm over here like, all right, let's fuck some shit up.
And that's all I want to see if we can get you into building, a support, one.
You don't like my blaster, even though it works like a
Well,
motherfucker.
no, because think about it like this. If we can get me back in the solo, get Landon and you together
Oh yeah,
in duo, Kitty in mid, and get us a solid assassin-based jungler,
it would be good.
you and Landon synergy, what we could do is, as long as our mid and our jungle play their designated roles of mage and assassin, then I can play my guardians in solo and you can play Arthur support.
But
That's not a joke. It's
no,
facts.
I
Like, you
believe
could
you.
straight up do that.
I'm not giggling at that. I'm laughing at you like, Arthur's support. I could fuck some shit up. Like that's what I was giggling at.
Yeah, no, but can you not see that?
No,
Like,
I've
I
done it
just think that'd be
before.
amazing.
I've done it before, just not with you guys. I did it with Chancellor and them. They're like, why are you running Arthur support? I'm like, cause fuck you, that's why. Um, but the last thing real quick, because I actually really like that combo, but Nikki, I'm sorry, but I gotta go with the Hades and Arthur mix, dude.
It's an amazing combo,
I
and it
got
usually
to.
always pulls
I
off. We've got
got
like
to.
what?
We've gotten a total
It's a
of like,
90% win
yeah, we've only lost
ratio with
one
that.
game.
I don't think. Wait, no, we haven't lost with that combo yet. No, we haven't lost.
Oh shit,
I
no,
don't
we
think we
haven't.
have
We
lost.
haven't lost with that combo, dude. That's how it got us that ranked game.
Yeah, because every single time that I would start that ult, here comes Jake just dancing, getting his ult.
Yeah, Sundering Strike. Boom, you ain't going anywhere. Stay in that ultimate.
But in the comments, you should totally tell Jacob that he should try and find someone new
Oh,
besides Arthur.
fuck off, man. You should, you
No,
should,
yeah,
you should, you should, you do you, fam. But when it comes to me and Landon's, I've been putting it off for like an hour now. But Landon and I
mega faggot.
made a combo with Kyron and King Arthur, and it sounds like a dumbass move because they don't really have any kind of matching abilities.
They do, but you just don't realize it yet. I'm
Yeah,
still waiting for you to realize it.
yeah. But when we figure it out on our own, you're gonna be shitting your brains out. But Landon chose, or he got the fabulous skin as a joke. It popped up in a chest. He's like, "Oh, I'm never gonna," or it popped up in his daily rewards. He's like, "You know what? I'm just gonna buy this as a joke," and then he decided to get him rank 10 just to do it. So I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm trying to get Arthur rank 80. Let's do this shit. Come on." So we played and played and played and played and played, and the more we found out, we're like, "Hold on a second, we're doing pretty good together." And I started making jokes because at one point I had the skin Excalibur on the Gypsy copy, basically. And this asshole, we were just joking about it, and he goes, and I thought, I thought I stopped there for a second. I just went, "Mega faggot, robo bitch," and he just started laughing his ass off because we remembered that vine. And then Mickey wasn't in the party at that point. And then the next day, we told him about it, and he goes, "What the fuck am
Left
I?"
out. I felt left out. But and actually, I want to say this: if any of y'all have ever seen the old Smite YouTuber ranking, I actually am the little boy Sith Enforcer DS2. Um, the Rain King Air, the Rain Droplet. Yeah. So I played Water Gods really good, and Jake came up with a little name for me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love it. It's too funny.
Fuck, which nickname did I come up with? I got like five. Oh.
Mega faggot, Robovich, and Squirt.
Yeah, that was actually Landon. That wasn't me.
Oh,
Yeah, that was Landon.
sorry.
I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. You're playing Hebo,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mega faggot,
Landon
Robovich,
turns.
Squirt.
You're like, "I feel left out," and then Landon goes, "You're what's left over. You're Squirt."
Yeah. And the problem is, we made this joke of all you hear is Mega faggot,
Robo
Robovich,
bitch.
and off in the background,
Squirt.
and Squirt.
Squirtle.
I'm over here. I'm that starter Pokemon no one wants to choose, but then evolves and turns into like.
Yeah, you're that one friend that everyone forgets about until the test comes out, and then everybody needs her help.
Facts. It's like, Mickey, we're doing ranked. Okay, I got you. Squirt on the way.
Squirt on the way just doesn't sound right, but I think that's where it's been about. Yeah, it's an hour and 43 minutes. I think that's a good spot to end it. So yeah, like and subscribe today. Make sure to click that bell icon to receive notifications from whenever we upload. Thank you for joining for a cup of eggnog. Hopefully you can join us next episode for another cup. And let us, again, Mickey gave you like 6 things to say in the comments. Please don't do all of them. Please.
Please do. Please do.
Please don't. I'm happy with Avalon. I'm happy with Avalon Ascendance, my guy. Like, straight up. If we make a team, I like it.
Oh no, you never know. Maybe the comments got some really cool ideas.
Camelot
oh no. Camelot Cuntosaurus.
All right. I'm going to hit the
We
stop
gotta
button.
go for sleep deprives.